Hello, I'm Z, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. We just saw the quantum moon above our head as it disappeared as I looked away, and I gotta say, it is the middle of the fucking night. It is pitch black in my room, and you know exactly where we're going. You know damn well precisely where we are headed. No words need to be uttered. Nothing needs to be said. It's time to go back to the accursed land. Although another thing is the Ash Twin project that I might want to look into. Now, the thing about it is the Ash Twin project clearly is located on Ash Twin, as it's been told many a times already. Problem is, I've explored all of Ash Twin and Ember Twin, and there's nothing there. Which is a bit of a question mark, a bit of a mystery to me then. How I would actually find such a thing. Alright, so signal scope. I'm sorry, we have a music signal in here? Oh, we'll have to explore that. Oh, we'll have to explore that too. But for now, we shall be going for the distress beacon. I don't like the atmosphere of this place. I'll be entirely honest. I'm sorry? What in the fuck is that? You know, I really don't like this place. Oh, we're here. All right then. Let's find out what they wrote. I know there was a recording somewhere on the outside. Maybe wrong here. That accursed light. Oh, in here. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We felt out as long as possible here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance of survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or more probably await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Shit, man. That is a bleak situation. Escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered the pod's trajectory. Significant damage to the pod detected. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Do not exit pod. Navigational error. Proportional error. Oh shit. There is a new problem. Our vessel is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. This is impossible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time, we're nearly out of time already, then the vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacons whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons then. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Alright. I meant to read what's on that door. That probably just says emergency escape. Alright. Lovely stuff. Now, Deep Space Radio. Outer Wild Ventures. You ain't singing that tune anymore, are you? Oh, that was a bad idea. I think I'm gonna hit you. I think that's another one. Oh, this is an exit. Thankfully this is an exit. But not to the outside. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. That way, apparently. The fuck is this way? Okay. I guess in we go. That's a lot of lights. It's in multiple locations at once. How? I'm sorry. Oh shit. It's the seeds. Duplicate signal? But how? How could that be? Hold on, because it's... What? Where am I? Where's the music coming from? What the fuck? This isn't alive. This thing's dead. Fossilized even, some might say. What is this? What in the fuck? Okay, hold on. Match velocity. Then go outside. You exist, my boy. Feldspar. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No, it's been here, well, ever actually. Thanks to the second Herdian to ever reach Dark Bramble, after me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut. And you haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I've been alive. I've been camping here since my ship, crashed violently. Wait, what? You crashed, but you're the greatest pilot in Herdian history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been there before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. But after a while, I run into this huge anglerfish. You seen them? Big, gnarly things. This was the biggest one I ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, crash, blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noise like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, ain't that just great? Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. I had to either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. Camped out here where I crashed at first. I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Wow, I can't believe he didn't die. I know. You know, in the old days, I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in One Piece. These days, I'm used to it. Anyways, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the open fire. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Anything else? I found something. Lay it on me. I went to the core of Giant's Deep. So you figured out the alternator trick, did you? Good work. Found that bit on an accident, but let's keep that between us. Hey, Hornfels would have me a very handsome head. Would have my very handsome head if he knew I'd been riding the cyclones again. The ship is fragile. It can break. You can't subject it to extreme conditions. Not like I was flying the thing into the sun now, was I? And the jellyfish, you figured those out too? Hatchling, I'll tell you what, you've done real well for yourself. You're a fine astronaut, sure, but you might just become a pilot yet. Oh, a marshmallow on a stick. I found an anglerfish nest. So that's where the blasted things come from, is it? Stars above it. If I still had a working ship, I'd be sorely tempted to show them what's what. Probably best to leave them alone, though. More trouble than it's worth to mess with anglerfish. I found a Dark Bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where Bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we didn't get that seed you found sorry real quick, like, I suspect Timber Hearth will be heading towards the same fate. I'll tell you what, the Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in some worthless seed. Alright. Found no my writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I approach it at dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Ah, well, at least they didn't eat me. All's in that ends well, huh, Aisling? Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that this space in here is weird, insanely. I tried throwing yours. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See, there with a little opening. It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in 2 places at once. But I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see? But inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is that Dark Bramble, it kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble. Maybe you won't get lost inside forever. And good luck. You reached the core of Giant's Deep? How'd you do it? Giant's Deep core? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? I have. I'm kind of cheating, but on a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollowy vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of the anglerfish scut in here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my Earth ship. Path starts there. Okay. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of the anglerfish scuttling, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my Earth ship. Well, left of it anyway. What's left of it anyway? What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton. It was like this one I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten the seed. Then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? This skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Except for the fucking nest. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Be nice to have a break. Let me just detect you. Health spar. Gonna have a real good talk with people. Yeah, it's gonna... Oh, so, I'm guessing you want me to go to the flickering light in the back there. I will take my ship because I don't really like taking my chances with shit in this place. In this place, taking your chances with this place is dooming yourself, essentially. Alright, let's go take a look. Nice ship you used to have. Shite. That's not great, but I don't think a ship can fit in here. Not mine, at least. Big hollow vine that leads... Frankly, where does it lead? No. No! For real? Oh my god. Is it? Because of its non-Euclidean space rules, this place leads to the north of the quantum moon. Ship 4 entry. I was gonna say not 1. Crashes 3. Boring crashes 0. A personal best. Well, no, never thought I'd see a beasties outside, one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Bah! This thing is terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish energy. The jellyfish's inside from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside the jellyfish interior cavity to see what it tastes like there, and if it tastes any better. Holy fuck, I think we are here. Note to Felspot, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in your life. I guess the jellyfish are only used for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love Feldspar. Thank you, Feldspar. You truly are an inspiration to us all. But mind telling me why we are on the quantum moon's north pole? I recognize what I'm on. I'm not that dumb. I know I've struck gold to some degree. I do not dare fall down there. Is this the only place you can go from here? Damn it, we're so close yet so far. Alright, let's go. Let's go down. No, we're not where I thought we were. Shit, that's me dead. We are not where I thought we were. We're on the outside of it. Brought us on the outside. That means there's stuff to explore even on the outside, and that means there's a quick travel to the inside like that. Okay, but we're not done yet. And I don't know how done we are with that plan. We need to find... like fucking power source that... How do we even... Let's take a look at the computer. Escape Pod 3 has been learned about. Escape Pod Survivors. You know about that. Feldspark's Camp. Frozen Jellyfish. That's good. That's good. We've got some info. Now about this. I should have followed the fucking... Oh, I should have followed the lights. Oh, I didn't realize. I have to go back there now. I'll do it next time. The vessel. Yeah, we're not done with that. And really, the only big mystery is Ash Twin Project. Let's go back there, because I'm not fucking done with Ash Twin, apparently. It's been a big mystery, and it's the central thing on the goddamn board, so... Let's take a real look here. Real good looksies at this thing. Alright, so if you were to hide a place on Ash Twin, on Ember Twin for that matter, where would you hide it if it wasn't in plain sight? Let's think. That tower, that tower, this one. Let's think about its lessons. Because this is the only thing I didn't understand. A white hole station and a black hole station. When something enters the black hole station, as the Ash Twin project has, sometimes it can end up somewhere else other than at the white hole. Now there's a tower for each planet on Ash Twin. There's a planet, there's one for each planet, isn't there? There is one for each planet. Hold on. Does does Ember Twin have one? No, we've definitely watched that because we brought it from the outside, from the inside. Where's Ember Twin's one? Hold on. They have, I know they have one for Ember and Ash Twin too. But where's the platform? That's that. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a warp. There it is. Found it. Its whole idea, its whole philosophy is that one could theoretically wrongly teleport through the black hole to a white hole. It could wrongly teleport. What does that mean? There's no data over it's been. It can wrongly teleport in the moment that those two things are not being observed because of quantum properties. In the moment they're not being observed, it can wrongly teleport. What does that mean, though? I have to go on Ash Twin, though. I have to find the Ember Twin Ash Twin tower. If you were to hide something between Ash Twin and Ember Twin on Ash Twin, you would do it probably with the wrong teleport, wouldn't you? But how does one control such a thing? How does one choose where he wrongly teleports? Now that... Not that. I don't die if I'm in that, but I'm being pulled through to the planet. I need to check something. But first I need this to be unearthed. Earthed. By the time that finishes, it's gonna be a while. Right, yeah, I fucked up. I had to go find the survivors there. But there's still hope. We're very close. The White Hole Station too, right? The White Hole Station still has something to explore as well. I could go there real quick. I don't think that would be a very long trip. Where's the White Hole Station? That it? No. Let me figure out where the White Hole Station is. First of all, stop spinning. Second of all, I think it's that one. No. So if that's to my right and that's to my left. There. What have I missed here? I mean, I think I've only not looked outside, so let's take a gander on the outside. It's got 2 entrances though. That's peculiar. Welcome to White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole of an accident, don't worry, you're on the first. Every warp tower is a specific astral body. Towers warp tower, you can be standing outside. And we've read this before, apparently. That would work back there eventually. That would work back there eventually. Hold on. I haven't done that. Play this with me, who knows? I don't think I've done this. This will warp me there. My ship, though, on the other hand. Well, I can just throw myself into the black hole. Okay, you warp me here. But then how does that help? This projection stone, I wanna be able to read it. Here, pedestal. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent, and they appear to show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on the Brittle Hollow slightly before departing the White Hole Station. Slightly before. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Claire, I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1,000th of a second. Do you suppose one's instrument can accurately measure such a small degree of time? As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications can be absurd. I don't disagree. It would mean I've seen inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding the universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs of nature and time. Yes, I hope so too. Okay, Spy is confident the reading is inaccurate. She's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at a high-energy lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. The high-energy lab is in the Canyon of Ember's Twins Equator. Come here once, you need to see this. Right, I've been there. What do you show me? Yes, I know which one it is. I've been there before. I've seen your secrets. You're not as mysterious as you think. Anyways, I have a warp back, right? Please. Yes. I do have a warp back. I need my ship and I need to test something. Something's been bugging me. But I don't know if I could test it. I don't know if it's a possibility, actually. I need to prove it. I need to test it. But I need to wait for that to happen. Oh, there we go. It's explored. So what they were talking about is exactly that experiment, which I have yet to understand. That's been the issue. That's been the outgoing issue. But you, my friend, Ash Twin, are not escaping my grasp just yet. Not just yet. Hold on, fucking stupid autopilot. I'm gonna crash into a timber earth. No, I'm gonna crash into the sun. Fuck off, and I had to wait for that too. Ah. Damn it. Ah, I hate this autopilot. Well then, you know what? I'm gonna make my way back to Dark Bramble while I wait. And I think I'll just skip forward to when that happens because the video might be too long afterwards. Here we are. Let me go back inside and actually read what it says on the hatch, because I do believe it just says emergency hatch. I have to find them somehow. Emergency escape hatch. That goes out and we follow these indicators. Where do you lead? Oh. Well, hello there. When you come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place. Now we can venture no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. The opening is too small for even a single nomad to fit through, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through there. You don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try perhaps to find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach to safety. Ah, so perhaps this is how you're meant to find said ship. But yeah, see, I found it before that ever happened, so... That's thorny, yeah. Alright. Back whence we came, and we shall avoid anglerfish, hopefully. This'll be a bit of a difficult thing to do. Alright. I'll be back when I'm on Ash Twin. Here I am. Let's find the tower I'm looking for. As I thought. Oh, the double tower. There we go. This is the one I want. This is Ashton and Emberton. As I thought. So, here's an interesting thing. These aren't perfectly aligned. As in, like, where the teleporter was, the receiving white hole, and where this is are not the same, because the sand passes over. There, the sand does not pass over that one. My question is, if I were to... Wait, there's two of them. There's two teleports. If I am to teleport with one of them, I'd have to believe that by using the sand as a distraction, I could teleport to perhaps a different location. This is all, of course, just a big perhaps. We don't know if that actually happens. If I were to just sit here, the sand would pull me up and I wouldn't get teleported, I think. What if I stand under the bridge and then walk into it once it's active? Because when the sand passes over is when the two planets link. No other time is this tower gonna be pointing to it. There I could teleport because I'm guarded by the roof. Here I could not, however, because I have no roof. So what if I stand like in the door of this place and then walk into that the moment it passes over? Okay. Oh, this shit actually worked. Where the fuck am I? What is this? Where am I? Whoa. What is this place? Oh! It's the place with the fucking statues of the Nomai. Oh my god, I've seen this place so many times. I've seen you so many times before, and yet these Nomai statues are active. More than just one. There's 1 and 2, which is me and that guy, but there's one more Nomai statue active. There's someone else reviving, isn't there? 12 minutes until the end of cycle transmission. Marks receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's deep memory statue. Timber Hearth memory statue. 10 minutes, 52 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. This is what's bringing us back every single time. This is it. This is the project that we were told so many times about. Oh my god. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin here. In this space we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. We have also finished relocating all subterranean plants when we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiment to the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe that Raimi's hypothesis was true. Oak was just sent the warp core for the final tower. To us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important part is we're all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that no longer needed for meditating your disagreements. Our friends at Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power for a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check on the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Huh. Oh, the statue. Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today. They are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down this project. I and Idea have worked out on the sun station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power of the Ash Twin project requires. They set this in motion! They blew up the sun to power the revival system. Oh my god, these guys! I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task, in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Which it failed. It failed. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after those orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon, launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin will precisely last 22 minutes. You can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. And now the sun explodes on its own in 22 minutes. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the science station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe that we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Yeah. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Well, nothing but the ghosts. Chinese deep projections on Timber Hearth. Okay, well, let's read them first. I've installed the masks inside Ash Twin project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as if I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will. Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Yeah. Next, Timber Hearth 1. My gratitude for the illicit shipment. Oh, I know. This ore should be the last we'll need for Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can offer my extra set of eyes for this final check, especially mine. Specifically mine. If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. You'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we finish the shell that it seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Remy and I will be checking this interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. I'd like to know where we are located. Are we in the sand? We're inside Ash Twin. Beneath all the sand, I think. I have good news, Arrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project decided to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design is beautifully clever. Beautifully clever. Let's see, does this just show us the other places we've been to? Ah, yes. Formidable work. Artificial gravity control. Uh-huh. Oh, this is where you're hiding. Oh. The warp core. I don't know if I have time for that. I don't think I do. But fuck it, I'll try. There's still more in the Nomai Grove. Oh, I hear the music. There's more to explore in the sun station. What? Well, excuse me, I didn't realize. But I'm out of time. I could have done this one cycle earlier, but I didn't. Didn't realize didn't arrive in time. And well, now it's too late. So let's meet our end. Let's meet our end, warp core in hand. Alright. You're dead? I'm sorry, what? Mobius Digital Games. Oh, right. Because I unpowered it. Because there was nothing to bring me back. Oh. That's right. Does that reset all of my progress, all of my knowledge, all of everything? I sure hope not. I didn't think of that. Oh. That's in a way kind of depressing. That this would come to an end like this. Like this, just having burned. Having died like this. Oh yeah, no, I didn't anticipate that. Although it did slightly occur to me in my head that if I remove the warp core, won't this station be unpowered? Won't I lose my revive? Then I thought, hey, it's probably fine since it lets me do it, right? Since it lets me do it, it's probably fine. Yeah, no, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. I'm going to go check after this, if I still have all my progress. If not, then, how do I put it? Worry not. I know how to make it back. I don't need the ship to tell me all the hints. I can go back there myself. But anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, leave it a like. Have an awesome rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.